everybody. Okay, hold on. We are live in here to talk about love, marriage, and Huntsville.
Hey, girl.
Hey, I gotta turn on this light. Give me one second.
Yeah, I had to get my ring light fixed. It fell.
Right. It's a little dark here.
It fell on me.
Ah, I've been like sneezing up a storm. I don't know what's going on.
I think there's something going around because I've been a little nasally myself, and that's not usually my normal. So I'm just like,
Right.
I think there maybe the holiday season, obviously, it all gets passed around because we're around groups of people. So
Right.
yeah.
Right. Hold on, let me fix this. All right, we are here to talk about love, marriage in Huntsville, child. Baby, my God, this reunion. I don't know. I don't know what to think of this reunion.
I don't know what to think, but I feel like at this given moment, can we please give like a cheers to finally being done? Season 6, episode 492. 492 of goddamn.
It's true. Oh my goodness.
Listen, I feel like, what the hell is Carlos thinking? 30 something episodes? 30 something? Where was we at? 32? Where was we at?
Oh, child.
Listen,
I don't know.
Here we are. Look, do a cheers. Season 6, episode 496.
Well, if you really think about it, it feels like they're on their 100th season because they keep breaking it up, and sometimes I get confused
because they be doing these weird gaps. So, but then my thing is this: you already did the weird gap, which is like a month, right? But then you still had a shit ton more of episodes, and I'm just like, Carlos, what do you think this is? Days of Our Lives? No reality show should go this goddamn long.
Okay, period.
I'm like, are we done? Every episode, I'm like, wow, we're still here. We're still in the season.
But before we start, everyone, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, put the bell button on for more notifications. Share this video. Okay, so just before we start, tell the people a little bit of where they can find you.
You guys should know me. My name is Kenya. You can find me on Instagram. It's linked below right there, Kicking It with Kenya on IG and TikTok and Twitter and Facebook. So yeah, it's all pretty much the same, some with the underscore, some without, but yes, Kicking It with Kenya. And I look forward to everybody following me.
Right, definitely. Okay, so let's just start a little bit with okay, so the reunion started out where they started talking about Tisha copying Stormy, the whole return policy, and had the nerve to keep, when you copy and paste it, had the nerve to keep the Canvas Beauty email on there.
Yeah.
They touched a little bit on that. Yeah, they did.
Honestly, no, I know they did, but did Stormy even finish her sentence? Like, Carlos did the hardest.
No, she did the hard.
She finished it. She finished it. I'm like, wait,
She never finished it. I feel like this. Carlos was pissing me off a little bit because the way he was coddling Tisha and not letting Stormy get her sentence out, then have the nerve to say, I understand that people like shouldn't be dragging Tisha, or basically shouldn't be holding her.
That wasn't the point. Yeah, that got on my nerves because that wasn't the point. It's not about people like, yes, whatever the fans do and whatever people do is what people do. But Stormy's whole thing was, it was pointed out to you. She didn't blame Tisha, but it's the fact that Tisha was just like, well, still sold businesses. Well, it's like you didn't even own the mistake. Like, yeah, you know what, you're right. We use your policy. I thought it was a good policy, like, but we handled it in the background, but my bad. There was no real, like, something that came from Tisha. That was the point that Stormy and that interaction was about. But it's like she didn't even finish. She didn't even finish her sentence, but here come Carlos. All right, I'm gonna do a pivot, and then went straight to Kimmy and the sex thing. And I'm just like, well, goddamn.
And then it's like he protected Tisha in a way. That's what was pissing me off. That's not how you do business. And as a millionaire, you should still know better. You copied and pasted that, and I don't care what nobody say. You wrong for that. And she could have turned around and sued you, believe it or not.
Because what else did you steal?
And this is what I'm having a hard time with. And we're really going to dive deeper into Tisha and Marcel, but I'm having a real difficult time with Tisha came on so strong.
Yo, and she said she was practicing in the car. It was giving
them vibes. I believe it.
Giving them vibes. Like she just came and then she talking about go back and pop pills. Whoa.
Where did that come from?
Whoa, hold up. Flag on a plate. You are not about to insinuate I do drugs. Like she said, we are Black entrepreneurs here. You know good and well what those claims could do. Did you just sit there and say I pop pills?
Right, messing up that lady's livelihood. She should have sent her a cease and desist if you ask me.
But that will only feed into the fire because you know there's those cuckoo people who are going to think she probably do things, and now you sending a cease and desist. Like it's never no right way to handle when somebody gives you that type of attack, because no matter what, people are going to believe what they're going to believe. But why would you say that?
And I feel like this though. I feel like number one, Stormy has never given us reason to feel like she was on drugs or popping pills or anything like that.
You see where we already went. The pills could be anxiety, it could be depression, it could be anything. But when you say go back and pop pills, people want to think drugs.
And this is my thing. Number one, Tisha's lame. She's corny. The whole boxing outfit and all of that. It seemed like somebody told you to hurry up and turn the gas on or you getting fired. Somebody put the battery in your back, because where was this person at during the entire season? Where were you? Where was this person at the entire season when Stormy was calling your husband a B.I.B.I.?
I think she saw the comments. She saw the comments and she read the comments. And people, like Carlos said, people were saying you allowed her to say the B word about a few good times already. So I bet you she probably read it. I'm not going to lie though. When they wore matching robes, I did put, this is the cutest shit I saw Marcel and Tisha do. And that's not saying much, but it was cute. It was given, that was the first time I seen them do something cute. Like I was like, oh.
No, it was lame. It was lame.
I thought it was a little cute because it's like, when do they ever do anything like that? Like even playful and joke with each other like there's a cute banter. I was like, but like I said, it's not saying much. I thought it was cute. I was like, oh, okay, aw, but that was it.
It was so corny. It was corny as hell for me, because you could tell she rehearsed it, because you could tell she rehearsed it in the car, because you could tell she ran out of reads. Because then all of a sudden she started getting really silent and then looked with the stupid face. And I just feel like Tisha loves to attack women that she's jealous of. You ever notice that?
I was getting them, so I put that. I literally wrote that in my notes. I'm like, what I don't understand is every single time Stormy speaks on, I was in Forbes, I was in this. It's like they act like that's not true. It's like it's like they dismiss it. Like it is true. It is true. And like she said, I was known before Huntsville, and she was, because technically speaking, remember she guest appeared in a few episodes back in the day. So clearly her name was known enough. Well, I think did Melody throw something at her house? It was something that they was talking about her house and like the land Stormy sits on. So clearly she is known a little bit in Huntsville. So my thing is, why are y'all looking like she's saying shit that's not true?
Right.
It's like there's no real like Marcel for some reason and Tisha. And I think this is what happens when you're in a relationship that people don't talk about is you start adapting the dominant person's personality. And because Marcel can't give compliments or like allow someone to even be better than him, it's almost like Tisha adopted that same mentality. And God forbid she says Stormy is successful. You must like her. You took her policy. You must like something about the business because you took the policy.
And that's what pisses me off, because I'm just like, first of all, Tisha's a walking contradiction, if you ask me. And I just feel like she's too easy of a read. Like you could read Tisha down to filth. And I feel like why it seemed like everybody took the back seat and allowed her to carry the reunion. And she don't even have that kind of confidence or presence to carry anybody's reunion, not even a
it
family
was giving
reunion.
a little cheerleader-ish. I'm just like, what's going on? Aren't y'all all supposed to be
It's
like
not even in
people?
her aura to be acting like that. That's
Is it
why
though?
I'm like,
We don't think so. Honestly, she does show a little bit of it, even with the Espo. When they was giving her advice, she was kind of, it was there. It was a little
and
there.
I just don't understand though why nobody read her down to filth. She's an easy read. Every fourth word she can't even pronounce. Now you're talking about everybody's a millionaire up there. Everybody owns businesses and making money, but you couldn't hire a speech therapist?
She did that though.
When?
I think it was like 2 seasons ago. Remember that white lady, I think, came on and she was teaching her how to enunciate? She did that.
Really?
Yeah, that happened. She hired something for speech. I think it was a few seasons back.
Oh, I don't remember that lady.
It was like a good 1 or 2 episodes, but she did because she was talking about her struggle with speech because of how she grew up and because they weren't really articulate. Obviously, she learned to pronounce these words wrong through her family. So I do remember that.
But you sitting up here shading people and you can't even say expo? I was so annoyed with Tisha. I'ma just be honest. And people was just like, maybe it's a newfound confidence, but I'm not getting that. I'm not getting that. I'm getting your job is on the line and you better bring it.
I don't think their job is on the line. To be quite honest, when it comes down to Marcel and Tisha, I think they're pretty much sat off the strength of Marcel. Listen, Carlos got faves, and I think his faves is Melody, Marcel, Martel. In what order, I don't be knowing sometimes, but no, their position is fine. I don't know about some other people, but I think Tisha will never lose a job on Love, Marriage Huntsville. I think she's pretty much set on that seat. So I don't think it's about scared. I just think sometimes Tisha reads the comments. And when she read the comments, I don't know. And it also, but coupled with the fact that Tisha just could not admit that she did such a public mistake. But it's just the simple fact that Stormy, we have more of a conversation in this than they did. Because then Carlos just hard pivoted to Maurice and Kimmy. And I'm like, did Stormy even finish the sentence? And nope.
What I don't understand is it kind of sheds light too, because I love Carlos. I do, but he has copied YouTubers, a particular YouTuber that I follow, Alexander Rogers. He has copied him. So for him to gloss over Tisha copying Stormy and make it seem like it's a good thing, and or not make it seem like it's a good thing, but to make it seem like it's okay, it's not surprising to me. It's really not surprising to me. Stealing is not okay. You can't walk around stealing from people and calling yourself a millionaire. You're a millionaire off of someone else's back. Whether it was something so small or not, and then to turn around and say, well, we still sold bottles, but then when they zoomed in for your photo shoot, your product photo shoot, you were putting your labels on top of Canvas Beauty's labels.
Yeah, and that's the thing, and that's what it comes down. But the thing with Tisha is all of this could be okay. Listen, flattery is real. All of it could be okay. Like everybody has something that they inspire to be. I'm sure me and you, we look at other people, we think of how we do an interview, we think about how that's fine, but just give the flattery. Just simply sit there and say, Stormy, I like how you're doing this. Can I sit down with you and humble yourself? That humility is just gone. She just acts like, well, it was a business mistake. What?
You know what I get? And I agree with you. I get the simple fact that she looks up to women, especially Black women that are doing that damn thing, able to balance work and family, or even work, family, and marriage. She looks up to these women. She did it to Mal. She did it to Stormy in the beginning. And then it's like, as soon as her husband says,
we're going to get there.
Collar around her neck,
we're going to get there. We're going to get there. We're going to get there.
Yeah, reel it in. Then all of a sudden it's like, I can't stand her. blah, 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 blah. And it's like, girl, you was just trying to be her mentee.
Girl, I got a star, but we gonna get there. That's at the
All
end.
right, so yeah, we're gonna get there.
Let's do the hard pivot like Carlos did, and then go to the sex. Because that's what
we're gonna get to it. Okay, so this comment says they should have someone else host the reunions because CK is biased to the Scotts. Tisha had a pad on her lap. I believe she had the questions pre-show to rehearse her answers. Absolutely, she did. Absolutely. Those reads were written down. And it's just like, why didn't anybody read? First of all, the outfit was a mess.
Ooh, so I wanted to play a game at the end of this, girl. I wanted to do like a pass or go or hit or miss with the fashions.
Okay. Oh, I gotta put the pictures then.
At the end, I want to do a pass or go or hit or miss. But yeah, we gotta get to them fashions.
Okay, so closer to the end, I'm gonna show I'm gonna get some pictures.
Yeah.
Together. Okay, so next is Maurice and Kimmy. The whole Lobito Bomba. That's what I like.
You said Lobito Bomba.
Yeah, Lobito Bomba.
Lobito Bomba.
That's all we've been talking about is her libido, and I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
But when you think about that segment with Maurice and Kimmy, what do you think about that?
All right, so I do feel like I like the conversation. Like, meaning, yes, women, and this is what I mean by this is what I would like from Love and Marriage Huntsville, having real marriage conversations. Absolutely. Like that Maurice interview, I think we did a review on that. That was terrible. That was terrible. And then for him to make fucking jokes about it, we're like, oh, she ain't got that much hair. You're still making jokes. She could have died. Right. Are you not realizing this, Maurice? She could have died. Some people do not survive breast cancer. And you're making jokes about her hair not blowing in the wind in the Jeep. That's very insensitive. So it's like he's a little freaking boy. But removing that and then getting to where we got a little bit on a reunion, I think there's something to be said. Like, yes, some women do fake orgasms, and sometimes it's not because the man's sex is bad. It could be a plethora of things that could make you go, you know what? Let me just make him feel good today because maybe I'm thinking about laundry. Maybe I'm thinking about, oh shit, that deadline. Because, you know, for women, it could be a little hard sometimes to get over the water fountain, you know, over the water hill. And that sometimes don't be your man. But at the same time, I liked what Maurice said about, but I still want to be included in that conversation. Like, don't just keep faking it. Tell me what I can do to make it feel better. But if you're just going to resign yourself to faking it, then we're both missing that connection. So I feel like I love when we get brief glimpses of a marriage conversation, but it's always coupled with some misogynistic mess. And it's like, so I didn't mind that segment only because I felt like Kimmy, I mean, I'm going to go off what homegirl said. She said it's not just him. She be wanting it too. And that could be very much so true. Like, who said I want to be sitting here with no waterworks going on down here? Who said I don't miss being touched? I miss it. I miss it. It's not just about him. Right. I need help jump starting the motor. And I don't see when Maurice be jump starting the motor. I did not like that anniversary shit or whatever they did where she had to set her own rose petals up. Why you ain't set the rose petals up?
Right.
You want her to be gushy, set the rose petals up, get this moet. All you did was book the room. You ain't going to set up the stage. That's the thing that I be missing with these men. It's like, where's the romance? Where's that? And then once again, when it comes to Carlos, why are you not asking those questions? It's like all the questions in a weird way sometimes lead in Taylor or in favor to the man. But it's like, I want to hear where they're going to be better. And I don't hear the better.
I don't get better from none of them. But I want to really touch on what Carlos had mentioned about the fans and how they said the rollover and take it and stuff. How they said that it felt like SA. It felt like or sexual
assault.
Yeah, I know I can't really say it on YouTube,
Yeah,
but I didn't even look at it like that.
Because that's how he said it. That was his word.
I didn't even look at it like that. And I'm like, it could closely be looked at like that.
100%.
Like he was sitting there like
Handmaid's Tale.
Right.
Like just waiting for him to finish. Like you silly, just waiting for him to finish.
Right. And it's just like for Maurice to turn around and say, I apologize. I'm a different person. You want us to believe you a different person, sir?
Are you though? That's the question for me.
You're gonna have to call the lifeline, and
that's what Carlos should have followed up with. How are you different? So we can hear what you're gonna do. But I don't never hear the follow up with how are you going to be different? How are you going to make sure she feels wanted? I'm over here seeing Kimmy doing boudoir pics and stuff. Why do you have to jumpstart this is like I said, I love that she's honest about faking it, and I love that he claims he wants to be involved in the conversation. But at the same time, being involved in the conversation, you should also be doing something as well. She's the survivor. And yet I'm seeing her going, taking naked pictures, setting up her own roses, and all of this stuff. All you did was do a cookout and bought a car. That's nice, but can you touch her? Can she get a massage? Can she do something? Like what?
I am cackling at this comment. Uncle Fester needs a blow up doll. I am screaming.
I think it's my cousin.
And you know what it gave? The fact that, she has to fake it. Mel, we're going to get into that too, but Mel said she had to fake it. Even it seemed like Marceau was giving Tisha a nudge, like, don't even say it out loud. And she said it anyway. Like all of these women having to fake it to stroke their male ego. I'm going to just say it. Hate to tell my business. I never faked it. You asked me, I'm going to tell you no. Or I'm going to say yes. I never saw the need in doing that to make the man feel good, but especially if it's somebody you love and somebody that's in tune with your body. Y'all love each other. Y'all both want to please each other. The conversation of what do you like in a bedroom, what I like in the bedroom. Hey, you want to try this? You don't want to try this? How does this make you feel? Those conversations should come into play.
But sorry, go ahead.
It's misogyny and all of this rhetoric, and I'm willing to suppress my feelings, my desires, and what I want in the bedroom for this man's ego. And he don't give a damn about your feelings, even publicly.
I mean, I will say, all right, so there's two things I would say. So I love that you said you never, and you felt that confident.
Oh, no.
But I'm going to be real. I have. Like, I didn't know what I was doing when I was younger. You don't know. And sometimes, like I said, it's not about stroking the male ego. It's about, I don't know what I'm doing. I can't tell you what I like because I don't know yet. So if I'm sitting, you got to remember, Mel got married young. She was with Martell in college.
It seems like they all did, but Kim.
Yeah. So like when you think about it, I found my voice now, but I'm 32. It took me at least when I got to like 20, when I was in a certain relationship that encouraged that conversation. But other than that, it had nothing to do with the men, to be quite honest. They did their best. I would never sit there and make it seem like they were just try. They did their, the best was given, but I didn't even know how to articulate what I wanted because it's a labyrinth down there. It's not as easy as just a stroke. You got to figure out, do you go to the right? Do you go a little bit to the left? Do I like it like this? Do I like this? It's a lie. It's not. And then sometimes for women, it could be amazing sex, but you just didn't get there. And it's not cheap.
And sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens.
So I'm not knocking a woman who like Melody. If what she's saying is true, she's not, it's the majority. There's a lot of women who never had an orgasm. Never.
What's pissing me off though with a lot of people at our big ass age, people are still thinking you have to have an orgasm to have children. It's crazy to me.
That's weird. Like,
I know she's lying because they got 4 kids.
Who said that?
It's so many people that are saying that. How could you have never have an orgasm and you have 4 kids? Like,
because we're animals at heart, and at the end of the day, there's a reason why it don't take men a long time to mate. Because back in the day, we were in the wild, and if men needed an orgasm to mate, the human population would have survived. So we just discovered women's sexuality just became a thing maybe 30 years ago. So let's like calm it down. For people to say that you need to have an orgasm and have kids, that's crazy.
And it's just like, okay, well, why would she stay that long? And then I think back, okay, why do a lot of y'all stay with a man that don't please you outside of the bedroom? It, like, obviously she stayed for more than that. She had children. She loved him through everything.
But who said the sex was bad? Just because she didn't orgasm, who said the sex was bad? For all we know, Martell don't give me whack. I will give you that. He doesn't give me whack in bed.
Well, I don't know.
But I can't see that.
But he said he had a hook and a curve. Now, if you got a hook, if you got a hook and a curve, if you got a hook and a curve, you need to go to the damn doctor.
Yeah, you can't have.
Hello, that's a lot going on. You got a hook and it's curved. You got to go to the damn doctor.
And is it hooked up or hooked down? Because the hook down is a waste of time.
Well, he said it's curved, so a hook and a curve.
Your dick is just doing too much. He was just feeling himself, but Martell does not give me whack. But just because, once again, there's some women you can have joyous sex because his intimacy level is a 10. You never know. The man could probably cuddle you down and caress your face, give you oral, all of that stuff. That doesn't mean that, I'm going to just give up this relationship because I didn't have an orgasm. Everything else could have been a 9.
Right. But the thing about it is, too, she made it clear that she wants to be talked dirty in bed. She wants him to talk dirty. And he wasn't doing that. And maybe that would have made her reach her climax. And it seemed like he was a little bit unfair in the bedroom. That's what I got.
A little selfish.
And sometimes that's not a turn on. Maybe his cockiness and him thinking that he the wife, low key, maybe that's a turn off to her. And she did kind of allude to that at the reunion. And I just feel like with women, I could be wrong. A lot of times, sometimes it's mental for us. Well, maybe
100%.
A lot of times it's mental. So if you constantly not picking up behind yourself, not being in tune with what I need, not washing the dishes, I'm always having to do this, always having to do that, might not be turned on sexually by your partner.
And like she said, he kept cheating. So how am I going to sit here and orgasm with you? When I'm having sex with you, I'm supposed to be it's bad enough I'm thinking about day to day. I got to think about where your dick been. I got to think about, did you text this girl? I got to think about all this. How am I supposed to come with you? Now, some women, like Samantha Jones of Sex and the City, there's some women out there who can. Like, they can. I'm like Melody. I ain't like that. I ain't built that way. You pissed me off that day. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to get into. Maybe I'm over it enough to have sex, but who said I'm going to orgasm after that?
It's the fact that, too, Marceau had looked at Maurice and said, maybe you're just bad at sex. I'm not going to front. I might have to agree with Marceau because that's what it's kind of giving.
It's just giving. I feel like I could see a world where, yes, Kimmy went through something that was very like traumatic for her, and maybe they lost their stride in it, and now it became awkward. That awkward space when you're trying to regain it back, and maybe he thinks he's doing all these tricks and turns and stuff, and it's just not panning out. Because it is given that they need to like reconnect.
It does.
It's given reconnect. It's given they need to figure out how to get back on that horse again. But at the same time, I just feel, I don't know, when it comes to Kimmy, it's like I want to believe these are your words, but you changed drastically from season 1. Drastically. I don't know if it's your words or did you get like molded into this way of thinking? I don't know, but I gotta go off what she's saying. Going off what she's saying and not going on that spiral. I like the conversation because it's a real
to me, it kind of seemed like she was once again still coddling and covering for him, even on the reunion, on the couch. It just seemed like she was still protecting him.
So why didn't you say anything about that joke he made?
Right. You got people out here thinking that your husband sexually violated
nothing. That was him. He did that. She ain't got nobody thinking that crap. He said it.
Right. But then you still coddling him.
Right.
And protecting his feelings. And he didn't even think twice to protect yours. He never protects her feelings.
Even Marcel said that joke was too far. That joke was too damn far.
And you know it's bad when Marcel got to check you.
And be like, that was too far. She ain't got a little hair. She ain't got a little bit. She don't got that much hair no more. What kind of shit is that? I don't know. But I don't know. I mean, when it comes to Maurice and Kimmy, now their seat, you said you think Tisha going. Now, I feel like core 6 will always be. But if like Marcel and Kimmy were, not Marcel, Maurice and Kimmy were to like take a break, I could understand that as well. I could understand it. I feel like it would be still a piece missing. I don't know. I love and Marriage Huntsville has sort of became synonymous with the core 6.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So I feel like they're going to be there. Yeah.
So let's read the comments. Okay. Each season of a couple life change conversation with your mate about what each other needs is important. As a breast cancer survivor, my husband was strong enough to allow me to come to him when I was ready. Oh, right. Okay.
And I'm sure he was supportive and attentive.
Right. That's the difference. Like when you say death do us part through sickness and health, it doesn't mean like I'm going through the sickness and health, practically dying, and you just not there with me, not going through it with me, not supporting me.
She still had to take care of Monster. She still was cleaning up in the house. She over here going through radiation and she was still doing the stuff. Like it was a regular day. There was no budget for a maid. There was nothing. So you expect her to still have sex, fight for her life, care for your kid. My kid moved out. I'm caring for your child and all of this stuff. And I'm just supposed to just bust it wide. That's the part that's missing. I appreciate the conversation. But when we isolate it down to Maurice and Kimmy, it's like, Maurice, you got to do it. Where's the roses? You brought one rose in that goddamn hotel while Kimmy had a plethora of petals everywhere. Where's the bouquet?
Right. You mean it, but this is what be getting me. You saying you a whole everybody on the stage millionaire. Okay, men that are millionaires and men that are making them, first of all, they go into a florist and they getting the arrangements custom made.
Something.
They adding some Godiva chocolates and some rolled up $100 bills.
He could have went to the supermarket and did more than one rose. And you over here, you paid for a photo shoot? Because I know he ain't know about it. He ain't know about it. You paid for your own naked photo shoot to give him that in a frame. And you put their mad rose petals all around. You got a lingerie. You did a lot to get yourself wet. That's crazy. I'm sorry.
And if I have to do all that work, I don't want to sign up. Don't sign me up for that shit. I don't want
to unsubscribe.
If I gotta do all of that just to say I'm married, don't sign me up. I don't want it. Okay, let's read another comment. His apology had PR written all over it. No sincerity detected. Absolutely. Absolutely. And he made it seem like, oh, I'm a changed man. This just happened.
Right.
It wasn't that long ago. How would you change that fast?
Maybe it was long ago. This was episode 486.
Okay, let's just give it a year ago.
It was like, this has been a long season.
Let's just give it a year ago. But even if outside of the show, you're following them on social media, it's still not giving I love my wife.
I just want to see a love down. Like with Chris and Nell, we're going to get to, I love Chris and
Nell. Yes, we're going to get to that. Okay.
What's the other comments?
It said, fact, turn me on by washing those dishes and doing laundry. I agree.
I agree.
That's where I'm at. I love it. Yes.
You want to cook me dinner? What?
I love it. Mop the floor. Okay. Women back in the day, right? I'm not that much older than you, but I am. But
you're only like what, 1 year older than me?
36.
Oh, I thought you were 1 year older than me.
No. So it's just like, well, you probably know the Mr. Clean, but it was heavy when I was a little kid. The Mr. Clean, the muscle bound, bald headed man washing the floors. That would turn women on so much so they bought the products.
Yeah. Oh,
So
wow.
we
Yeah, the
want to see
marketing.
a man. We want to see a man cleaning up and doing the damn thing. Let's read the next one. Okay, a phenomenon of women faking orgasms or satisfaction during intercourse to appease their men isn't perplexing when considered within the context of a society of pick-me.
Oh, you know, you always say that, Shay. You always say that. It's the pick-me's. What you said, the pick-mishas? What you call them?
Pick-mishas.
The pick-mishas will be the death of us.
Pick-mishas will be the death of Black women. Let's wake it up. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I always say that. So I'm going to read a few more and then we're going to go. I want to talk about backstage too. Maurice looked like he's in love with Tisha. Woo! He shows Tisha entirely way more affection than he does Kimmy.
Because Maurice Maurice and Marceau are like people. No, actually, Maurice more so. He likes to be perceived as a good guy. So I don't think it's about him like affectionate with Tisha. I think he just likes how the peanut gallery perceives him. I don't think he was used to that many fucking people hating him after that Carlos King interview.
Right.
Like, I don't think so. I think Maurice, because he does the same shit with Kiowa, all of them. Everybody else get more treatment, better treatment than Kimmy.
But that's a good point, though. I do think he cares a lot for Tisha.
Because he knows his brother.
But I think, in my opinion, this is not factual, but I believe the way Maurice looks at Tisha is the way Marceau looks at Mel.
I think so too. Marceau likes to fuck with Mel. That's what it is. Excuse my language. I don't know if we curse.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
But Marceau, I think, respects Mel and he likes the banter. He loves it. I think he, like, as much as he claims he don't like strong women, I think he likes him and Mel's back and forth. I think it's fun for him.
But it's this high school cat and mouse. And I don't want to say it's cat and mouse because she's definitely not attracted to him. And I'm just like, ain't nobody attracted to no man that look like he wearing my waist trainer. I just don't get that from Mel. You know what I'm saying?
She got him the 2X shirt.
I don't get that from Mel. I don't get that from Mel.
No, speaking of I'm sorry. I don't want to cut you off. Maurice etching, sketching his abs. What was that? What the hell was that? Kimmy looked good though, because that
she
looked good.
Be the oldest one out of the bunch.
Not going to the gym, and she's still supposed to sleep. Whoa, he makes me mad. You make me mad. So where is she getting the waterworks turned on? You're not even going to the gym. But anyway, go ahead, Shay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I think that he Marceau likes Mel. He likes Mel's energy. He likes the way she carries herself. He respects her, and I don't think he respects Tisha.
It's his wife.
I don't think he respects
Marceau comes from the old school. I think he does like his wife. I think he loves his wife.
Well, yeah, but I think he's sexually aroused by
she's
Mel.
his wife. That's the definition of this is my wife. He will always put family first because I think we're going to get into it later, like I said, with the whole exchange, which you was mentioned earlier. But when it comes to Marceau, the more he talks, I'm understanding him as a man. He thinks he should be a madman.
Right.
In the 1950s, make my martini. And I think he knows how to put home first. And I think he's one of those men. He does love his wife. She is a wife.
But the thing about it is, I think I want my wife to stay home because when she go outside, she gonna know what he really doing outside.
She's a wife. But wait, before we get there, because that's gonna get so after the Kimmy and Maurice and the sex, the La Bida Bida Bumba,
right?
What was the next thing that came? That was the talking about.
I just want to read this comment. Just because he looks good, don't mean he knows what he's doing in bed.
I think what I said about Martell. Martell looked fine in that suit, though. I will give him that. Man, do look good.
It's him being narcissistic that makes him like really.
I know, but I have a thing. The chocolate man, he looked fine. He is cute.
And them
You're not gonna act like Martell not cute. He cute.
Them narcissistic men be gorgeous and still would
gorgeous.
Would make your edges fall out and have you in family court. I'm not interested. I'm not interested.
Make your edges fall out. I'm done
and
with
have
you.
you in family court in the police station. I'm not interested.
Did you say that narcissistic men be gorgeous but have your edges fall? That is have your edges fall out and in family court. You say yep. Yep.
I'm trying to think of the other comment before. Exactly. He wanted head and all. She wanted was 32. It's true. It's factual. Now let's get to the backstage. I feel like
the lunch break.
Yes. Why didn't Stormy say this on stage? Why didn't these conversations happen on stage?
She probably did say it, but she didn't finish. And I think they be cutting. This is what I'm talking about. If y'all want Stormy on the show or not? Because I be feeling like when she's giving scenes, it leads nowhere, or it get picked up later on. Like for instance, the final scene. I forgot all about her family beefing because we didn't see that since episode 5, and we all the way in 596. So now you want to pick this up when I already forgot all about this scene. This could have been a little flashback. So she probably did say these things, but did she get cut off? Because we already saw a demonstration of that.
Oh no.
Did she get cut off? Did they edit it out in protection of Tisha? Because it looked like that. We don't know. I don't see Stormy holding her mouth.
I don't know. I just didn't care for the fact that it just wasn't mentioned on stage. Like you could have said on stage, I'm gonna give you hell. I would have said that. Why don't you say I could have sued you? I could have really did something. Come on. It's not giving Real Housewives. It's just not.
Oh, they're not quick with it. Yeah, they're not.
Nobody is quick with it. Everybody said when you allow Tisha to read you, that's a problem. Everybody was asleep.
Wake up.
No, there was no real back and forth. There was no like when Tisha had turned around. I wonder if we're there yet. I guess we're kind of there because next we're going to talk about Marceau and Tisha. When Stormy, that came from like Stormy was like, no, Tisha was like, Courtney, blink 2 times if you need us to come and save you. And then Stormy was like, you're the one that we was feeling sorry for. And I just feel like that comeback could have been stronger, Stormy. Tisha is too good of somebody that you could read. You could read Tisha with your eyes closed.
You could read Tisha down to her pinky toe.
Down to that behind dress.
But I think that they know, this is my thing, right? I noticed it's not even just this reunion. It's throughout the season. There's been a little bit of hand-holdiness because even remember when they all did the exercise, it was Kimmy, Melody, and Tisha, and they was doing that workout. And even how Melody was approaching that topic, it's like they allowed her to walk away. Hold up. Hold the hell up. Melody had to sit her ass down while y'all was talking about this affair for years. You mean to tell me, bless you, you mean to tell me we're talking about Kiki and you get up and say, I don't want to talk about this anymore, and we just let you leave? It's not just Stormy. It's something. Maybe they think she can't handle it. Maybe they don't want to be the reason. Maybe they don't want to be her 13th reason why. Maybe they don't want to like be the one to make her go over the straw that break the camel back. But she signed up for the show, and then Kimmy just lost her voice. Kimmy used to hold Tisha accountable. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened in these past few seasons where what the hell is going on with Kimmy? I want to organize a search party and find Kimmy's voice.
Absolutely.
What the hell happened to you? You used to be able to say things. You used to be able to call Maurice out, Marceau out. You and Tisha was beefing at one point.
Yeah.
Where she says you not acting sisterly, but you just was making sense and you just wasn't going with the Scott way. You get married and it's just gone. Like, what the hell happened? You used to have a backbone with Kiowa. You used to have a backbone even with Melody. The fact that I'm skipping ahead, Melody was like, Kimmy, you agree with me, right? And she just sat there.
Yes, she
You
did.
know she's not lying. Huh?
You saw that too?
She was like this. Like,
oh my God.
I can't go against the Scots. I'm married now. I can't go against the Scots. And I'm just like, Kimmy, but you're not saying nothing wrong because it's true. Because even you said in season 1, Tisha was stuck up under Marceau and all of this stuff. So why is it that you just can't reiterate what Melody's already saying? Right. And she just felt like she had to whisper it. Melody had to ask her twice. Kimmy, come on now. You know, da-da-da-da-da. And Kimmy just like, yeah, you're right. Oh my God, I'm gonna hear about it from Maurice.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. And honestly, going back to Stormy, maybe she felt like she couldn't go as hard because she's also on an island by herself. To be honest, when you think about it, Melody and her are not that tight. Kimmy's a mute, and all you have is like, so you want all of them to go against you? Because it sounds like Core 6 will always, in some weird way, back a Core 6.
Yeah.
Either in silence or in voice. But they ain't going to never go and say, you're right. So if I was Stormy, I probably feel like I'm on the island by myself. And her husband, Courtney got nerve. Oh, I didn't even know she could speak. Nigga, I didn't know you could speak.
Well, you know, I like Courtney.
Huh?
I like Courtney. I'm not gonna lie.
What is there like? I don't dislike nor like him. I don't know him.
You know what it is? I would rather a man not talk than be misogynistic. Just don't talk. Don't talk if you feel
not on the show. Not on the show.
Keep your mouth shut. I would rather you be quiet than to embarrass me. If there was an option.
But not on the show.
He should be talking. He should be doing more. But
he should be doing more. I'm sorry. All Courtney do is sit there and look like. So when Tisha did say that, I'm not gonna lie, I laughed because it's true. Courtney don't say nothing. He don't do nothing. I don't see it. I mean, he had his little tit for tat with Marceau, but I still feel like you handle Marceau with kitten gloves. Are y'all scared of Marceau? Why can't no man buck up on Marceau?
The only one that could buck up against him is Martell.
And that's the only one who do.
And soon as Martell buck up against him, that's when he was be all pulling Tisha by her collar. Oh, don't say nothing. Don't do nothing.
And Kiki's husband had him doing a hopscotch all up and through that damn barbecue. Kiki's husband, when Kiki's husband said, "Oh hell no," he moved that chair to the side. Marceau's like, "Oh, this nigga real. Let me." Right. Because now he realized that not everybody's doing this for TV. Some people going to come and run up on you. Kiki's husband was trying to get him. Was trying to get to him, and Kimmy little self in the middle.
And I don't know why, child. I don't even want to talk about that damn barbecue or whatever the hell they thought it was. All right, let's read some of the comments. We're gonna get into Marceau and Tisha. We haven't even really dived into that, but Kimmy couldn't keep up with Maurice before she got cancer. That man said he did 6 women in one night. Okay, I agree with you. No, I agree with you 100%. Maurice might need to see a therapist because you might have an addiction. You may have an addiction if it's like that. Remember the other episodes is a couple of seasons or a season or 2 before. He talking about 3 times a day, twice a day. Do you not have a job?
Did he have? I thought he was a barber when he met. Did he have a job
when he met it? But now he do what? Collections? He's in collections.
What he do? What does Maurice do? Is he a lawyer? I thought he passed the bar, didn't he?
I think he passed the bar, but still, twice a day when we both got to work a 9 to 5.
I've been thinking men like that not doing it right. Because honestly speaking, if you need that much a day, either you just have the highest of needs, or I don't know, but like you said, you need a therapist, or you're just not doing something right. Like if your sex is done right, you should be tired too. You should really be tired and like you came and you're exhausted. It shouldn't be like, oh my God. Now there are some days where you frisky and you may want it like 2 times, 3 times. You know, you may have one of them good days, but to need that every day is weird. It's very weird.
Right. Very, very, very weird.
That's very
All right,
weird.
so let's read some of the comments. Then we got to get into Marcel and Tisha. His suits fit like they come from Fashion Nova, spandex.
That's Martell. Come on. No, that color was nice on him.
I think him and Tisha's outfits came from Temu, the kids section.
We're gonna get to the game. Don't give away.
Okay. I was only it's hard to find their pictures. Oh my god, I wish you told me. I could have saved.
I know, I just thought about it. When I was like,
I'm gonna see if I could look it up real quick. Okay, instead of Immune choosing herself, Immune.
I think she mean Kimmy.
Immune.
She bet Kimmy.
Choosing herself, she chose the skies. It's true. Okay, next one. He always talked down to Tisha, shut her down every time. Oh, he lives for that. He lives for that. He's good
That's
looking.
Mama. Hi, Mom.
Oh, who?
Hi, Mother.
He's good looking, but his personality takes all of them good looks away. I agree. I said it. Yeah. All right. So
no, I agree. Now listen, me saying Martell looked good is not me taking away from that man and his personality. Good looks and personality, two different things. I am not. I want to make this very clear. I don't need people think I am not defending Martell. I just have a thing for chocolate. He's chocolate, and he just do look cute.
But you know what I think too? I think some women hide behind, and I'm not saying it's you, but some women hide behind that.
Hell no.
To defend him.
I can never defend Martell.
You know what I mean? But I think that's why he has the little fan base that he does, because it's these women that overlook abuse, and it's just like, I'm gonna be a fan of his because
I don't know how.
Ain't nobody that good looking for me to put up with abuse.
I don't know how women could see what they see. Even like, I don't understand how there's a lot of women who hate Melody. I don't get that. I don't understand that at all. Even when Melody explained what she said in the cabin about the cheating, the fact that women were really like, but she cheated too. Did y'all hear what she said? She moved out. She got an apartment. She thought she was done. She said she talked to 5 divorce attorneys during that time. So if she wanted to go and date a dude after she caught him with coleslaw in the car, then that's what she could do. I don't understand how there's a bunch of women who still have an issue with Melody and just was like, but she cheated. Yeah. But he cheated first. He just admitted it. He cheated for 2 years first. He cheated for 2 years first. And then she caught him at the college reunion with the chick in the car. So then she moved out of the house. She moved out of the marital home. At least she moved out. She ain't go cheating while in the house. She moved out of the marital home because in her mind, she was done. And then she went and she did whatever, whether she slept with dude, dated dude, whatever. Right. But you did what you did. And I hate when people are like, oh, well, just because he did it first doesn't mean cheat. So we just supposed to just accept cheating. We just supposed to just accept it. We just supposed to just never, ever. So as the cheated, I'm just supposed to always hold this moral high ground all the time while you're doing what you're doing.
They want you to, especially as a woman, you got to just sit there and endure, sit there and take it.
And that's when I got mad at Kimmy again. Oh, I think all parties need to have accountability. Shut up. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? All parties? Who's the all parties? Melody is not the all party when you moved out. Once you tell me you moved out, that means you really thought in your mind at that moment you were done. I don't care what the legal paperwork said. You know it takes a minute to get a divorce. I went and gone. You cheated while we were on that college campus together.
Yeah.
For the reunion. You bust her in? How did she even get there?
Yeah.
So, but the fact that there's a slew of women who still be like, Melody's just using this for clout. Well, he gave her the material. How about that?
Okay.
There'll be nothing to use. Like she's not lying. He did cheat for 5 years. I'm so confused on why there's a bunch of women who can't stand Melody. I be looking at the comments like, you guys are hateful. Would you have liked it?
Haters. They want you to say, because it's like it. And I'm not saying me personally, but in the minds of these pick-me-shas, they feel like I gotta endure this. Well, my husband for such and such amount of years, you got to endure it too. Who you think you are? You better than me?
Probably.
That's what a lot of them think. You know what I mean? I'm getting abused, and somebody that was getting abused had the courage to leave. Who do you think you are?
And rebuild
Better
themselves.
than me?
And rebuild themselves. Cause Melody also got the businesses. She ain't the one who had to go into she could afford her little house. Martell was the one who needed something from Chris Fletcher. And Melody had to build his license.
But according
Martell
to Tisha, they all millionaires. So, child.
We all millionaires. That's what she said. We all millionaires.
So why was Martell stuck in that house and Mr. Fletcher trying to get him out?
Right. Where was your millionaire dollars to go?
Please.
Like you couldn't even get the builder's license. And you could tell who was wronged in that relationship about who's thriving after. And what did you get out of the deal, Martell? But a crazy baby mama who's always on live, tipsy or doing something or just reading comments. How did you get peace out of this? It sucks that Melody still got to deal with you because of the kids, the M&Ms. And why we can't see them kids? Where are they?
Remember I was telling you there's there was a court case, at family court, and he petitioned so that she won't show the kids on the TV show. And the judge granted him that.
But why would he do that? Didn't he write a book with the kids? It could only help if the kids.
Why would he do that when the kids could get paid?
Right. Why would he do that?
When you show your kid on a TV show, your kid gets paid because there's child labor laws. So your kid gets paid. But he didn't want her to get paid.
But you was also going to be able to get paid because you could show the kids as well. Why would you block your own blessing?
But when you're narcissistic and you dumb, you don't really connect the dots. The connection doesn't happen. The only thing is, look at the person, my supply, running off into the sunset without me and flourishing. I'm gonna take whatever I can from her, like I was doing when we was in a relationship. It's the same thing. They want to have control. They want to have a hold on you. But little did he know that didn't stop her bag. That didn't stop her from feeding.
I want to get her products because her skin look beautiful. You think she's using it? I do
want to get some of her skin products.
Yeah, because her legs, when she was at that barbecue,
amazing.
I'm like, yo, I want that body oil as well.
But can we talk about the fact that they sat Marceau down with the rest of the women?
I kind of like that. You want to know what? I do like that Carlos King still trying to figure out what works for him in his reunion. Because remember the first season, he had the studio audience and that didn't work. So he told them to go. And then I like that he still kept the entrance. I think it makes it unique and a little blackish, like an old school, clap it up, come in. I like that he's still, I like the shuffling around. Because sometimes in Housewives, why are all of y'all there? Sometimes you do know when you need to speak to one specific person. And then having a peanut gallery kind of blocks what's supposed to be said. So I like that about Carlos, still trying to figure it out. But what I don't like about that was he kept doing this thing where he kept tapping Marceau to reassure him, like things like, I'm just trying to watch my words. And he always did that. And it's like, if you're going to show care to that degree, your slip is showing. You have to be neutral. If he's on a hot seat, let him be. That's the one thing about Andy Cohen. Favorite or not, when Monique from Potomac brought that book and Giselle is his favorite, he let her get ate up. It is what it is. I can't protect you here. Once we're on the reunion, it is what it is. But with Carlos, you could tell he's still kind of reassures or protects a little. And it's like, no, keep it fair. You're neutral. You ask these questions. You let them duke it out. And that's it.
Yeah. And what do you think about the whole, where can I start? I guess Stormy calling Marceau a B. Mm-hmm. And what do you think about that whole discussion when he was like, her culture talks like that? What do you think about that? That's what had everybody on certain platforms saying, okay, is she not Black?
No.
She started questioning her identity.
He did this before with the other side of the tracks. This is just
Yes.
Marceau. This is just Marceau.
Yeah.
Marceau's a dick. He's an asshole. Like, that is what he is. He did this before with the other side of the tracks and then try to flip it and make it seem like, oh, you know, I was saying my family was on the other side. You know what you're doing. He is sassy. When Melody said, let me cross my legs too. That
yes, but he's gonna read her like, oh, single strong women like the Rogers. I'm just like, okay, number one, but
he said perched.
But let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Him sitting Fashion Nova down, crossing his legs. A bona fide sassy man.
He's
crossing his damn legs.
And no, we're not saying sassy in a derogatory term. We're using how it means. He is a little sassy.
He is. And straight men can be sassy.
Yes, they can. Straight men could be sassy, okay? A little sassy.
What do you think about the fact that he would interrupt Tisha from talking and then focus on Nell?
Once again,
interrupt your wife and focus on another woman.
Stormy said it best. He likes to poke the bear and then sit back for reactions for either camera time or his own enjoyment. That's just what he do. And I'm not mad at it in the TV space because, I mean, to be honest, when it comes to Marceau, he does generate a lot of what we talk about. So as far as a cast member, this is why I still say Tisha will always be safe when you're married to Marceau. Marceau creates most of the story. So whether we like him or hate him, he creates a lot of the story. So he's doing his job. He is doing his job and he's doing it well. But that's what he do. He pokes the bear and waits for the reaction. But then he thinks, I don't know where this is coming from. I don't know what this. You did it. Just like Kimmy said, none of us asked for your opinion. And you just give it to us.
Right. Like, that part.
Yeah. And also, like, when it comes to that whole culture thing, it's his dig. He don't respect Stormy. He doesn't respect Courtney. He doesn't respect them. He don't care. He even said, I don't know y'all that well to care about your opinion. He has said it. He said it to her.
But what do you think about the fact that he was saying, yeah, she always wanted to be, Tisha said, I always wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. And then Mel was just like, oh, wait, what?
Because that's a lie.
It's a whole lie. And I want to show something.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is a YouTuber that I really, really like. I really, really like her commentary. She's raw and just like uncut. And she be dragging them to filth. I think it's called Here for Hot Tea. What is it? I'm gonna share my screen real quick.
Okay, girl, I'm gonna share some clips.
Right? What is going on?
Somebody, wait, she didn't cheat on his ass. She went to find an orgasm.
Oh my God, somebody said that?
Yeah, this is my mom. She sat there and wrote, she didn't cheat on his ass. She went to find an orgasm when she took that break and went to the apartment.
Oh my gosh.
That's
exactly. Can you see it?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay.
A lot of screens. Ooh, all right, there we go.
All right. So I'm going to try to speed it up. This is from For Hot Tea. I'm going to try to speed it up. Please don't strike my channel. I love Here for Hot Tea. I just want to show this clip. This clip is actually a clip because when she stands on what she says, she shows the receipts to back it up. And sometimes it's receipts that we forgot about from previous seasons and previous episodes to combat, what he's talking about. All right, hold on.
Can't really hear it though.
I had to speed it up.
No, there's no audio. Well, at least for me. You know what I mean? There's no sound, Shay.
Oh, there's no sound?
No, there's no sound. Somebody wrote there's no sound.
No.
No, maybe you got to share sound when you share it.
I don't know.
But what was it that she said?
No, where he admitted that all right, let me stop sharing it. Where he admitted that there's no sound. Oh my gosh. Where he admitted, no, she's the mother of 3 kids. I'm just the father. No, like she's the mother and she has 3 kids. I'm just the father.
Yes.
And I wanted to show that in how she was lying. She never wanted to be a stay-at-home mom.
No, she didn't. So
she wanted to be a boss, and he didn't want her to link up with Mel.
It's like, it's a bigger conversation to be had, right? It's such a bigger conversation to be had. Once again, they always have these little nuggets, right? Where the conversation could be a good one. Meaning when Marceau said there's a lot of single Black women out there, et cetera, he's not wrong. There's a lot of single, independent Black women, and a lot of us are not that happy being single and independent. That is a fact, you know. That is not wrong. But what I don't like about Marceau is he uses that to scare Tisha. Like, he uses those statistics, which are out there, to scare her, instead of, like, when Melody read him to filth about the whole you can do both, there's something I had to say Melody also had, is she did have Martell. Say what we want to say about Martell. I have never heard that he's a bad father. So when it comes to him being a dad, you had a man that wanted to be a dad. So even though you got to be your business thing, as far as the father aspect, he kept you comfortable there. Like, where you knew that he was going to be able to pick up making breakfast, or he was going to be able to do the thing. Marceau not doing that. He don't want to do that. He's not trying to sit there and share responsibility, which is why he will never, ever push you to be the best you can be, because he don't want you to leave that far from home. Versus Martell and Melody, you were able to fly because at the very least, Martell was able to also get it at home. Like, I can take care of home. I have not heard her say, unless there's some YouTube, I have not heard her say he was a bad dad. I heard he was a shitty husband, but I never heard he was a bad father. So that's why you were able to go and do business meetings and do the things that you were able to do, because you also had a man that was able to switch the role for you and be there at the PTA meetings if you could not be there. Marceau don't want to do that. So because he does not want to do that, he's going to support Tisha because he's also not stupid. I have to feed the beast because I don't want her to be resentful. I don't want her to hate me, but he's going to feed it enough. Just enough.
That's true.
Where you feel like you're doing something, but you can't do much because I'm not supporting past a certain point.
Yeah.
And that's why... and Tisha had been married to him at such a young age. She probably scared. I'm not going like that. We think Tisha's dumb. And this is my thing.
I mean,
no.
She might be book smart, but street smart and common sense, the girl is just is.
But let me ask you a question, Shay. Like, what else? Because I'm also trying to think of things from the other lens. Because I was one of those people like, Tisha, oh my God, why don't you just leave him? And do what? Go where? Start how? She has a house. She's on a show.
I mean, do they have a house?
It doesn't. I mean, listen, she's still living better than the average American at this current moment, what we can see.
Well, is she? Because they now live in a 3-bedroom apartment.
Yeah, they do. But they own that land, though, right? No matter what, they can still sell it if they don't build anything on Scott Manor. The Scott Manor land. They don't know. They have to have that land. They can't build on it.
Okay, so this is the thing. This is the breakdown. The Scott Manor is being built, and it has been it's been like 6 years. It has been built, right? They were in a rental. They wanted to do construction on the rental. So they left the rental and went to a 3-bedroom apartment. Why are you doing construction on a rental when you have a home that's being built?
I don't listen. I done told you. Did they finish anything? I don't know what's going on.
Nothing is finished. They're
I
talking
don't know
about Stormy don't know how to pay her invoices, but it's given Chateau I don't pay.
Listen, when it comes down to these businesses, I'm more confused than a little bit. I don't know what nobody doing for real, for real. I don't know what anybody doing for real, for real. I'm just going off of what is being said because you know me and you differ. I'm not really on the YouTube things. I want to still keep my opinion without doing heavy research on it. But listen, when it comes down to Tisha, I just think she got married young. It's easy to manipulate a little bit, especially when Marcel's such a domineering personality. He's such a domineering personality. And like, I just think I don't want to just typecast her as a dumb broad because she probably don't know what would be her next step if she were to get divorced.
I think she knows, but I think once again she's male identified, and it goes back to the other comment before about Kimmy being male identified. I just think that with being male identified, you dumb yourself down.
Yeah,
you dumb yourself down and shrink yourself down 100%. To the lowest form. So 100%. It's like even if you know what's the next step, you're gonna second guess it.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
his step is the best step
because it looks like it's a step that also came with some action. She is on a show. Technically speaking, being with this man and being in this relationship did reward her in some way. Now, she may be, like you said, due to the nature of their marriage and how he's not ever going to fully support. If you've been in it, it's hard to see out the fog. And I think sometimes as women, we're not placing ourselves when we also were there. I'm sure we have really bad relationships in our past as well. Yes. Where we can look back at that and be like, I felt dumb. I was stupid. I was this. I didn't see through the weeds. So it's like, let's be not that. And we didn't have half of Tisha. I was just in a bullshit ass little relationship, and I was dumb. Imagine if I had businesses, money. I'm on the show. All eyes on me. All this and third. And we just expecting her to have all these goddamn answers. I don't know.
But you know what I didn't do, and it doesn't make me better than Tisha. Like I was. And like I said on my other video that everybody could check out, I said on my other video is I don't trauma bond with Mel, but I love and agree with where she is currently in her life. And I can identify with leaving a narcissist and getting myself back together, going through therapy, trying to pick up the pieces, being a single mom, starting from scratch.
Yeah,
I can identify with that. But one thing, when I was in the thick of it, and people would come to me with support, people would come to me with resources, I never disrespected those people. I never gave those people my ass to kiss.
But look at who she's with. He gives his ass to kiss. And when you are with somebody in an intimate level, if you believe in soul ties and all of that stuff, and you having sex unprotected and all of this DNA swapping, if you think you ain't getting a little bit of your partner's personality, you a damn lie. Everybody that you are with, whether you believe in the spiritual or you just think of just genetics or just think of bonding and smelling each other's scent when you're sleeping, you are getting each other's personality to an extent. So Marceau gives people's ass to kiss. What makes you think Tisha ain't learned that? And she's married young. She was out of college, wasn't she? We got to understand how we think about you. When we was in our 20s, were we smart? No, we were not. No, I was not smart.
But I'm thinking in the 20s it's different now. These folks is like my age.
But they were together since 20. So you're stunted there.
But I do agree with you with that. And I think that's why the whole male and an orgasm, right? It goes back to what you said, like not knowing your body when you're young. That was probably all that she knew. And coming out of that, you now have a newfound life, more life experiences. You coming out of a volatile relationship, and it's just like now you get some other peen.
And when you learn,
you now experience that, like, oh my God, like a
York
patty, okay?
It's like, this is all out here, this been here for free.
Right. And it's kind of like, oh my God. And I think that's why Mel always told Tisha, oh, you're afraid of her finding her voice. You're afraid of her being like me, because once you know she gets a whiff of that, you know she's going to leave your ass.
But then also the thing Mel has over Tisha, and I'm not trying to like take it there, but I think we also gotta, Melody's a very pretty girl. She's a very beautiful girl. So to date, I'm not saying she will ever get married. We don't know. And also as Black women, what they say, 42.8% of us will get married. So that's half. That means, so when you think about it, statistically speaking, if Tisha was to divorce, she got to date again. And maybe she don't feel pretty. You never know. Like and when she's cute when done up.
She's not ugly.
She's not ugly, but she would have to believe that. But Melody, I'm sure she got some men callers. You know what I'm saying? She's not just.
I feel like this. Tisha needs to find. I'm over reciting. My kids watch Bluey.
Yeah.
And it was an episode like, find your big girl bark. Find yourself. Speak up for yourself. You don't like something, speak up for yourself. You like something, speak up for yourself. You know what I mean? You're confused, speak up for, no matter what it is,
speak up for yourself.
And I think based off the reunion, it's in Tisha to speak up.
It is in Tisha, but not on other women. Speak up to your husband the same energy you got with other women.
That's projection.
It is projection.
I can speak up to my husband, so I could read these women to feel that look like, you know, they don't have a good marriage or single mothers or whatever.
And I don't think Tisha realized how much she holds. She holds power too. Because I also think Marceau knows I think Marceau needs her a little bit. I think he needs her a little bit. So my thing is this, like, don't act like this ain't a two-way beneficial street. Because now he hits his ride to you on this show as well. So in all of this stuff. So yes, like you said, find your big girl bark. I ain't never, like, I mean, when it comes to marriage, I would love it if everybody could speak up and do whatever they can to make it work. But just speak up and do the things and see if it can work. Speak up and do it. And then when it comes down to this whole, like, that's why when Melody said what she said, though, I had to, and I saw a comment that said, you know, just because Martell is not a good dad, because et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All of that is true. I'm not negating that. He obviously ruined his family. He did. But what I'm saying is, in that moment when she was able to build, clearly they had a good rapport on the kids at that time. They had a good rapport on the kids. I'm not saying the marriage is perfect. They must have had a good rapport on the kids to Melody to feel good.
I think the only thing Martell was missing, and I think I don't want to say a lot. I guess a lot of men in general, a lot of fathers, husbands miss is the fact that how you treat your kid's mom plays a role in whether you're a good dad or not. Whether you're a good dad or not.
They never think about that. You can't
be out here disrespecting your
the kid's mom.
You think your kids ain't gonna resent you for that? And one thing about kids, when they get a certain age, they got questions. And if you ain't gonna answer them damn questions, they're gonna formulate their own answers to those questions.
And they're gonna watch this show.
And they're gonna get the real truth. Even when you lie, they're gonna get the truth.
Even on Beverly Hills right now, Garcelle's son told her how he found out what happened between her and her husband. He looked it up and it was online. He looked it up and he said, I 100% know it was my dad's fault. He knows that. So what makes you think these kids ain't going to one day watch the show? Martell got other answers he's going to have to answer later on in the future, especially with that boy. I feel like that boy is a mama's boy. I feel like that one, he's going to be the one to have to answer to him. The oldest son, he's going to have to answer to him real bad. Because he's a mama's boy. But when it came down to, like, so once again, when it comes down to Marceau and Tisha and stuff, with all of that being said, the cheating came up again with the Kiki situation. How do you feel about Kiki? And how do you feel about this?
Okay, so I know Kiki was a small segment
for now.
It ended. But before I get on Kiki, let's just read some of the comments, because it's like a lot. No woman should stay in a relationship because she thinks that is her only option. He can have it all for my peace. I believe you do more harm staying in a relationship that is not healthy. Absolutely.
I agree. I agree. Nothing we're saying is wrong. I just think about, like, the emotional psychology behind some women. Like, we can't just blink. I think we're getting real black and white, and there's some gray, because we all been in that gray. We've all been there. And I just think as black women, sometimes this fan base is not thinking about the gray and like all that you think about before you leave a man. Right. It's a lot.
It's a lot, but once you realize it's tanking and it's going down, because sometimes it doesn't happen fast. Sometimes it happens gradually, and you trying and you doing all of this stuff.
It peaks back up, and then it goes back down.
My mother, God rest her soul, always told me, have your shit on the side for just in case. Even if it's a just in case. Even if just in case, you don't need the just in case if you get a divorce.
You're talking about finances?
Right. If something is going on between you and your husband, not saying that you're having issues, not saying it's divorce, something can happen in the household where you got to tap into that just in case. Just in case could mean a phone call, a connection you done made with someone else that might help you with resources. A just in case might need cash under the damn mattress, up in the closet. A just in case could mean, hey, I was saving up for this, saving up for that. I got this cover, got that cover. Always have a just in case. And I side-eye Tisha, the women in her family could tell her to have your own. Don't rely on a man. But they didn't tell you about the just in case.
At least get it to the side.
A just in case. Everybody, grandmama and mama, I know, told them about the just in case.
But would she tell us that, though? I wouldn't give away if I had a just in case. I play stupid. I wouldn't say that on the show. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that on you. I wouldn't say that on the show. I want to hope. How about this? I'm a hope she has a just in case.
I just don't think she has a just in case.
You just don't think so.
Even though I was side-eyeing the whole pregnancy, not pregnant, and he has a vasectomy.
That's stupid. That was dumb.
It was a little weird.
That was dumb. Weird. I just feel like that whole thing was dumb. And I only see Marcel dragged it because I'm like, you giving me vibes that you're really out here doing shit. Because why do you believe you? So you think she that conniving? That means you are. You shouldn't think she's that conniving. That means you are that conniving. Right. That's you. But what was the other comments out here? Let's see.
Okay, now I can relate. Sex was probably cool with Martell, but she probably didn't know what a real orgasm was until she was with the other dude.
That too. Sometimes a man could, honestly, sometimes some situations could present, this is what this felt like. Oh, I thought it was this.
Okay, somebody said, I expected so much more reads from Stormy. Where's it at? I did too. But you know what? The best reads would have came from Mel. And Mel wasn't reading them down because Mel and Tisha and kind of sort of Marceau, they made, they're cool now.
They're cool, yeah.
But, and I think Kimmy would have gave good reads too, but she's cool with them.
No, because Kimmy lost her voice. I said I want to organize a search party. I want to organize a search party. I want to organize a search. We got to find Kimmy's voice. What happened, Kimmy? I used to love Kimmy. Kimmy used to be, because Kimmy was like a good voice to read. She was like a Cynthia Bailey, right?
Right.
But she had good sense.
And not organize a search party for Kimmy's voice.
We gotta put it up. We gotta put
I'm gonna make a meme, right?
We have to put it up behind us next time we do a girls chat. We have to put call this number if we find Kimmy's voice.
Yes, put Kimmy on the back of a milk carton. Kimmy's voice on the back of a milk carton. Yeah. Oh, somebody save that lady. Okay, I expected to. Okay, I read that. I have nephews that do not speak with their dad because of the way their dad treated their mom. Thank God my sister found the strength to leave. Her son told her years later that his mom did more. Absolutely. Kids know.
They know.
Kids know.
They always know.
And I remember dealing with a narcissist. Nothing for nothing. Kind of telling my business. I have a binder that's this thick of like text messages, evidence, all of this stuff, because I used to say no one is going to freaking believe me.
Yeah.
If I don't have receipts, if I don't have evidence, just like a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people don't believe Mel. It's just like, well, we didn't see it. We didn't see. Okay, now
She's right there. Coleslaw is right there. I don't understand these women. She's right there.
Right.
She's right there.
The baby is the proof.
The 5 years is the proof. Coleslaw said it on the Tasha K interview. She said it. Look, don't get me down this spiral because I don't get it. I don't get it with Mel. I don't get it.
I don't get it. Okay, it's easy to get away with hiding cheating from the kids when they are young. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. But now when they get grown, Martell has to look the kids in the eyes and explain. Mm-hmm. He should have listened to Jay-Z for okay, so part of that, I'm going to have to kind of sort of disagree. I guess it depends on the mental level of the child, because some children are very advanced where they know what's going on.
I think the older kids know.
Yeah, the kids are not as young in the mind as we think they are.
Not kids of divorce.
I've seen grown ass adults that are more young in the mind than a damn 10-year-old, a 9-year-old.
Kids of divorce are different. They know.
They know.
They know, and they've seen it. They've seen it build.
Reading up on things, especially now with social media. They know.
How old are the oldest now? How old are the oldest now?
I'm not sure.
They got to be teens by now.
Oh, close to two older ones. Preteens.
The two older ones, they got to be at least like 12, 13. They know. That boy knows. It's something about.
Oh, yes.
That boy knows. That boy knows. It was a sit down they had. I don't know if it was a picnic or something, but he is a mama's boy. He knows.
Yeah. Okay. Harm to the boys by staying in the relationship and leaving. He told his mom, this is an adult male part 2. Wow. Okay. She was pregnant when she got married. Who was pregnant when they got married?
Which one?
Who?
It wasn't Tisha, was it?
Oh, Rebecca, tell us who. Probably Mel.
Maybe.
Did you want to do the okay, so you could probably put it up to the camera because I
wanted to ask you though, like, so with the Marcel and Kiki thing.
Oh yeah,
that story. That story that you said about the threesome and all of this stuff.
Right. They all had dog voices and whistle voices and ambulance voices when she was saying
their names.
Child, please. That's not Bravo. It's own. So
now, honestly, at this point, I keep telling you, either Marceau is the smoothest man to ever do it, or he ain't doing it. And either one, let him cheat in peace. Because where's the women?
Right.
Where they at?
Right.
If I'm Tisha, once again, it goes back to what I'm saying. If I'm Tisha, like Tisha said, when Martell got caught cheating, everything came out. Where's the proof that's supposed to make me leave my husband? I need to see these women. Where they at? And he probably so old school. If he is cheating, them girls ain't coming to Tisha.
Right. I agree with you, scholarly. I agree with you. Yep. Kids of a certain age, under 5. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, yeah. It's easy.
Mm-hmm. No, but go ahead. What was you saying?
No, I'm just saying when it comes to Marceau, like at this point, like, listen, if she ain't leaving him for things y'all saying, just shut up.
I feel like just let him cheat in peace. Even as a cousin, if my cousin comes up to me and says, I think my man is cheating, number one, I'm not going to investigate for her because I've learned to stay out of people's domestic situations. Mm-hmm. So for her to do that, I think for Kiki to do that, it was a way to get on the show.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if you heard it outside of the show, the whole phone call between the girl's boyfriend and the girl, the stylist. And
no, I didn't hear it. I heard the audio.
It was a whole situation. So the phone calls was already out there but that's not proof to me. Anybody could have just said that.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, he's cheated. She's still going to stay with her man. And this is why I stayed out of not only married people business, like personal people I know. This show don't count, right? So personal people, I know, I stay out of their damn business. I stay out of their marriage because the woman will turn around on you.
And at the end of the day, where y'all gotta come to me more. This is a marriage and this is a business, and divorce could take years. If you're expecting me to go years in a divorce and settle and pick apart my life and do all of this stuff and blah 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 and do visitation and do this and that and then uproot my kids and then you get them on holidays, you expect me to do all of this? Y'all need to come with the chick right here.
Yeah,
right here. I need the girl in my face. I need text messages. I need dates. If you provide Tisha all of that and she still go this way, then whatever. But I understand why she ain't jumping to the courthouse just because what people are saying. And that's the thing. It's either Marceau is the smoothest man to ever do it. And if he is, at least them side chicks know where they at. It ain't like Cold Slaw where they doing lives.
My whole thing is Tisha wants to say to Stormy, the streets are talking. So you believe
they talking about you.
You believe the streets when they talking about Stormy, but you don't believe the streets when they talking about your husband.
Hypocrite.
Wake it up. Wake it up. Wake it up. Because that's not making sense to me. Now you want to believe the streets. In my opinion, I think the streets is Miss Wanda. Her mama. I think the streets is her mama. That's telling her. I heard it through the grapevine. Because the streets, aka Miss Wanda, was going to her about rumors too about Marceau.
But I understood Miss Wanda because that's my daughter. And I'm going to say whatever I'm going to say to protect my daughter. And I ain't knocking not one bit. Miss Wanda may have been a lot of things, but I'll tell you, I think she loved herself, her Tisha, and I think she loved her daughter. And she was doing what I think any mother would do. It's like, I see a picture of that man's back, I'm going to bring it to you. I see this, I'm hearing this, you're going to have to answer to me. This is my daughter you married. But as far as Kiki and everybody's concerned, let it go. Unless y'all going to bring a chick on this show. Yeah, at this point, let it go. Because it's I'm not trying to keep going down this Robert Hood barn story if y'all don't have nothing else other than what people were saying. And that's just it. And I see the next season, not next season, the next reunion, we're going to get more into Kiki and the cheating she's doing. But I don't even care about Kiki. Who should stay? Before we go into our game, who should stay?
Before I answer that, the whole Kiki cheating on her husband cheating on her, and it's just like, if you know of the cheating and you chose to forgive, or you decided they stayed together, your spouse is going to have an open relationship, that's not a dig or read.
No, it's not. Especially if they stayed together.
That's why I'm like, what? Tisha didn't rehearse that properly in the car.
No, she didn't. She didn't think about that.
That wasn't a dig or read.
Maybe she thought that the world didn't know, or maybe she thought that she would get.
I don't know. And I think Carlos made it more with his facial expressions. That's not a dig or read if you and your spouse have an understanding. It's a dig or read when you got receipts and your spouse is out here fooling around and the receipts have just been presented.
Yeah.
You throwing it in their face. That's a read.
It looked like Kiki going to say and did. That's what I can't.
And that's not a read.
And did.
Right.
I hope that's to that question. And
I forgot the question you asked me. I forgot the question you asked me. What's the question?
Oh, I said who should stay? Like, what we want this shake up to be next season.
Okay. I think Lou and Karen already gonna leave.
We call her the Karen.
Okay, they already out the door. I don't even know why they came to
the Whitlows can go.
The Whitlows can go. I think Kiki should only stay if we get a different side of her. Now, Kiki could have had the people's vote had she shown us going to therapy.
Whatever happened with that Crime Stoppers shit?
I don't know. Oh no, she never went to jail or anything.
Okay, all right.
She never went to jail. Oh, my light went out. She never went to jail or anything. But I feel like if she shows that side, because a lot of people can relate to that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people understand that. So I just feel like if she shows that side, then she could stay. If not, then she needs to go.
Yeah.
I feel like Maurice and Kimmy needs to be friends of. And then I feel like Tisha and Marcel's time needs to be limited. Tisha and Marcel's time needs to be limited.
I agree. And I think that they should usher in like another Chris and Nell type. We need to usher in another Chris and Nell type to balance out. We need a good, strong marriage again, like on these shows.
Exactly.
We need two more. Like we already have Chris and Nell. We need one more strong, longevity marriage on this show to show different perspectives. So I can see that, like Kimmy and Maurice being a friend, upgrade a nobody couple to the show where it's Chris and Nell, and like a Chris and Nell type. Keep Chris and Nell.
Mm-hmm.
Melody and Martell, they gotta figure that out. Because I'm not about to keep having these same arguments either.
Right.
They
right.
Really
Absolutely.
They need to figure that out. I don't know what that's going to look like. How long are we going to keep two divorced people on the show? And are they going to start dating? And if that's the case, can we get these dates on the show? I mean, but I know it's easier said than done. A lot of people don't want to be on reality TV, but this is what you do. So it's almost like we need to figure out what that next step is with Martell and Melody. Like, are we keeping both of them? Are we? Oh, my dog. She made an appearance.
All right. My little
are we keeping both of them? Are we keeping some of them? Like, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But I do think that there's room for one more Chris and Nell type on that show.
Right.
I think he need therapy. I agree. I think we should show more therapy. Kim,
Absolutely. So the comment says Kim has always been scared to go against the Scotts only when her back was against the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she done drunk the Scott's jungle juice, so prayers to Kimmy. Well, Melanie can stay with Martell trying to make the marriage work. With Martell trying to make the marriage
work. And could not stop cheating. She tried. That's how Sugar Mama came to be. She tried. She really did give it her best shot.
I honestly think Martell can go.
You think it's Martell?
I think Martell can go. Unless he's going to bring something drastic, like Coleslaw is never coming on the show. So unless he could bring something drastic, like,
girl, he
wasn't even in that many episodes.
But I don't know, because
we're gonna watch them continue to fight over a marriage that's been done for 3 years.
It's not even that. What I'm saying is Martell, at least Melody, just started becoming part of this group. Let's be real. She was always like off to the side. Martell was filming with them and interacting with them, and he was always doing things with the boys. And always
I think it swaps now.
Towards the end of season 6, episode 682. Yeah,
right. I think she didn't want to really be filmed with him, in my opinion.
Yeah, it started swapping. I don't know, because I'm not going to take away the fact that it seemed like Martell was more integrated with the group. But you're right. What are we going to do with him? We can't do anything with him. No, but with Melody, she at least got the businesses and stuff, so I guess she could show. I don't know. They got to figure this out. This is the first, and that's the thing I will say about Carlos. He has a lot of firsts. This is the first in history where we have 2 divorced people full-time on this show. I would love to see what he does with them. And I would love to see, like, cause also if you're dating, would you really want to film a scene with your ex-husband? How would this work?
Wow, this comment, get rid of Martell. He asked Carlos to fire him. You did not know what was going on this behind the scenes. Because I know you don't really be.
I saw his rant on the group I'm in. I saw his rant.
So do you think he's coming back next season?
Yeah, because I do think he's one of I think Carlos.
I don't think so.
Carlos is
Carlos
weird.
responded. I don't think he comes back.
Carlos is weird with those men though. Like it's like he has a it's like in a weird way. Carlos grew up a certain way, and you could tell it comes out in the show. And I think like some part of him could also sympathize with the public getting to his cast. I will say with Carlos, it seems like he does lead his ship with a little bit more compassion than most businesses can.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see a world where Martell, I could be wrong. I don't see a world where Martell is fired, but maybe he's on pause for a few episodes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see Carlos. I think Carlos does have some sort of compassion for Martell.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but he does. Just like he does for Melody. And it's because they were so cute together. What we did see. But yeah, I don't know. I don't see a world where Martell is fired. I just don't see it. I don't see it.
I don't know. Martell scene was even given. Oh my gosh. Not even given when okay. Let's talk about that though. Let's talk about a part of that. The common attractions for the second part of the reunion where Mel goes, it was written in court documents that you and Sheree's relationship was a business arrangement.
Who didn't know that?
I mean, we all knew that, but you saw he stomped off like a kid.
You lying.
He stomped off like a kid not getting his way.
No,
we
like
all knew it was a business arrangement. Like,
because Sheree needed something too.
Yes, they both. I think they both need to go off their show.
Yeah, Martell is weird. Like, and then on top of that, the weirding of the wedding band that threw me because, like, why? I don't know. It's just I don't know with that man. He's different. He's weird. He's different. Martell is different.
Yep, Carlos did respond and said that Martell was lying. He said, "Don't be mad, Martell, that your life is falling apart." He did say that.
I think Martell is not. I think he's grasping his consequence and he's just spiraling. Like I think he always thought it was going to work out, but it didn't work out. Melody left and changed her name. She is done. She's 100% done.
But did you see? Oh, you didn't see. It was Coleslaw, all the kids, and Destiny celebrating Martell's birthday at the Cheesecake Factory.
Well, Destiny is Martell's friend. I'm not shocked. That was more her.
No, but they're saying Destiny did it because LeBerick brought his son to Tank's birthday party at Mel's house.
I just feel terrible. That's terrible. He is a narcissist. It's sad. It's really sad. It's really sad because we're really watching. And that's another thing with Carlos. I will say we are really watching him. We're watching a man spiral. We're watching what happens. We always wonder how a man processes divorce and the fact that he fucked up. And we're really watching that in real time. And we're really watching how he is trying his hardest to like grab on any rung to keep him from hitting this realization bottom that this was all your fault and it could stop at any point. But I don't know, girl. But look, we got to get into the fashions.
So you might have to pull it up on your phone because
I don't know if I have them.
I didn't know you wanted to do it, and I
literally thought about it today. Let me see, love. Let me see if I could go on like.
I didn't collect any.
I'm gonna go on each. I'm gonna go on their profiles. Tisha got a What's Tisha's Love Marriage Huntsville thing on Instagram?
I don't even know. Child, pick me.
Shut up. I'm trying to get their names.
Pick me in Huntsville.
Letitia Scott. There we go. All right. So dang, she didn't even put up no video, no picture of the dang reunion wardrobe.
No, because you know that they're checking Mel in previous seasons about her being the post queen. But Mel knows how to capitalize off of the show and make money. And you should do that. They're the only ones that don't know how to capitalize off the show and make some money.
Right. That's the point. You're supposed to make some goddamn money. Well, she didn't post her dang
4 months pregnant when they got married. Oh,
I didn't know Tisha was pregnant. That was
I
crazy.
didn't
So,
know
hey, that
either.
changes a lot.
So I'm gonna show Mel's outfit.
Okay, so you show Mel's outfit. I'm trying to look for Tisha's.
You think Carlos? Check Carlos' page, but I'm gonna show Mel's outfit. I don't know. I like her outfit. What y'all think about her outfit?
Oh, so we're I could pause it, and I can't show her outfit, but I could pause Tisha's.
I like Mel's outfit.
Okay, so
I know this is a little ghetto to be holding the phone next to the thing, but I think it went with the whole.
So are we doing?
Beyonce
So which
Jennifer
one we doing?
outfit.
Hit or miss or pass or go? We should say God said go. Pass
Right.
or go.
God said go.
So we're gonna do pass or go.
Okay.
All right. So what do you say about Mel's outfit? Pass or go?
I think God said go.
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 I would say it's all right. So it's a go in isolation because when I first saw it, it was also during the time of the Renaissance tour. So I was like, yes, bitch, you killed this. This is beautiful. But now when I saw her sit down, I feel like, I'm gonna say it's still a go. But I just think for a reunion, when you're sitting, we can't really still get the full effect of the dress.
But you know what it was? Nobody else stepped their game up to that magnitude.
No.
Outside of Carlos, nobody's outfit was hitting.
Yeah, like Melody definitely
to that degree. Even if it was a go, it wasn't hitting to that degree.
It stood out, but I just feel like when she sat, because I saw her standing up when she did the video of her walking. And I was like, that's beautiful. But once she sat down and you look at the atmosphere she's in, it was beautiful for the Renaissance tour. But I would say it's a go. It's still a go because the wig was wig and the makeup was beautiful. And then the next person would be, this is Tisha. I can't really see it, but that's Tisha.
She was bursting out of that damn thing like a can of biscuits. Tisha gotta start wearing stuff her size.
So pass or go for you.
What you thought about that outfit? I say pass it on to one of the kids.
I would say Tisha definitely is a pass. The makeup was a go, but the outfit was a pass. I just want her to start wearing shit if that outfit was chocolate to her skin and she gave like a nude effect and it really like your skin was jeweled, then that would have been beautiful.
Or against her skin like a yellow.
Yeah, but that green, it's just ugly.
It was the outfit. It wasn't even so much the color. It was the outfit. It was given prom circa 2006.
You thought prom?
It was extremely tight. Like she couldn't breathe. That's why she forgot her reeds because the dress was so tight.
Shut up. I'm so done with you.
She was forgetting what she had to say.
No, I will say like it was given, honestly, I think it was given more so Miss America. It was given more so Miss America. Like she was just about to do the thing. But I think that Tisha's outfit would have been beautiful if it was chocolate. If it was a chocolate, nice bodice, and you had that nice flowing hair and that makeup then that would have been cute. But other than that green, and it just looked gaudy. And then them shoes, that was too much going on. It was too much going on. You can't have a bejeweled dress and then a bejeweled ass, laced up ass heel. Right. It was too much happening. So what about Kimmy?
I'm trying to find Kimmy. Before we get to Kimmy, I found
trying to find Kimmy too.
I can't find Kimmy. But before we get to that, we can go to Stormy and her husband.
Oh, Courtney. Okay.
Yeah. What you think about their outfit?
It's a pass. Honestly, all I thought about, I'm so terrible. All I thought about was why did I get married when she came in there with that pink and he said, you're starting to glow. I thought it was I hate the color. I hate the fit.
I didn't like it.
Stormy's wardrobe to me needs to be revamped. It was her whole confessionals. Never that zebra print she was wearing was not it. I think, like you said, sometimes people wear things that's too small. And I think that was just it just made her look stuffed.
I didn't think it was too small. I think it was the wrong cut. It seemed like it was custom made, and the person that custom made it, it was a miss.
It just was not. I hate that body. I hate that. I don't like that. I know I love pink, but I don't like that on her body type because some colors don't flatter you. It just doesn't flatter you. It highlights certain stuff. It doesn't.
I didn't like. I didn't like the pink is nice on men, but I feel like the jacket wasn't cut nicely to tailor Courtney's body. No. Right? So sometimes at these reunions, you want to wear an outfit that accents your amazing features.
Yeah.
And I feel like we know that Courtney is tall. Yeah, he's a big man, but like it just wasn't really tailored to him.
I think like when it comes to Stormy, she needs something that's like elegant and like almost like a turtleneckish type of dress with like some shimmer, something. But I just wasn't really feeling the pink aesthetic. I wasn't feeling the red lip. The red lip also clashed with the pink. I wasn't feeling was the hair red. And 1 minute you're like 1940s in the hair. But now the dress was given prom. The dress was given 06 prom.
It was 1940s in the head and then prom in the outfit.
Yeah, it was just too much. And then Courtney just, I don't know. Courtney just, I don't know. Courtney just needs to do more. I don't know anything about Courtney. So then we got to find Kimmy's outfit.
Okay. Well, this is... Before we find Kimmy's, let's talk about Carlos's outfit.
I
felt like, I don't know if you watched Bell Collective. I did.
I saw the clip.
I feel like Carlos had a better outfit for Bell Collective than here.
But I still liked here. That's a go.
Here was nice, but here was
that red. What was it? Maroon. I love when
it was this.
Listen, men's fashion. When men take risks, it's always going to be a go for me because that's a risk. At the end of the day, Maurice and Marceau, I will give them a go just because it's a black suit. All right, it's a black suit, and they had it to fit. But with Carlos, when you take a risk like that and wear maroon with a black button-up shirt, it was fly. Carlos was doing it. Carlos did it. Carlos did the damn thing. That is a go.
I liked it, but I think I liked his outfit on
Bell Collective. But it both were sexy. And I think that maroon, it was maroon. What was it? It's a red, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It was a red. It was red.
I loved it.
I'm trying to get...
And what was that? A velvet he was wearing? What is it? Velvet? What was he wearing? Was it velvet? Or was it like a crush? What was it? It was beautiful.
It was velvet. It was velvet. I don't know. Velvet? I just felt like it could have been better.
Well, that's because you saw Bell Collective's outfit, but if you didn't see that,
I still feel like he could have brought it more.
I thought Carlos did a good job for
I like the design of Martel's dress. Well, might as well. I like the style of Martel's suit.
I love the color.
Than Carlos's the style and cut of his.
So then go to Martel. You got Martel pick up?
But let's see. I pulled up Kimmy and Maurice.
Oh, okay. So then we got Kimmy and Maurice. Well, he is giving Uncle Fester.
Always giving Uncle Fester. No neck. Always. Mr. Potato Head.
Yeah.
Always.
So with Kimmy, I would say it's a go. I like it. I think feathers are in this season. I think that the color was nice on Kimmy. I want
to say I feel like she should have worn with more confidence.
Okay. I can see that.
You know, I really want to say it's a go, but she didn't have confidence in it. I feel like this slumping down. When you wear something like that,
you stick it out.
And she's an amazing looking woman. You know, you come on, you got cleave. You sit your head up, and the wig was wigging. It was nice. Mm-hmm. You know, flip your hair back, sit up. You got frillies on your arm. Like she didn't exude enough confidence for the dress. And sometimes You could wear a plastic bag or paper bag, but still have enough confidence where people is like, that's fashionable.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And it wasn't giving me that.
I will agree. I will say the confidence was not, but she probably still finding it after the chemo. But I will say I do like the color scheme on Kimmy. I think colors were nice on her. I love the red hair.
Yes.
I love the wig. The wig was doing the damn thing. The makeup was nice. I think the color, the feathers. I like that Kimmy is older, but she still finds a way to be sexy. And I think like she's sexy and it was nice. I think it's a go for me. It was a go for me. Uncle Festa, I mean, I guess I'll give him a go as a suit, but that's it.
Yeah, it's a suit. And I think Carlos was putting it on thick about the way he looked. And it's just like,
yeah, poured it way thick. It's like he always got to make sure these men feel comfortable.
He always wore a suit.
Always wore a suit.
Know?
We don't got a picture of Martell? Cause I can't find him. Let me see. Maybe I can find him.
Where is it?
Hey, a Martell Hall. Let's see if I can find the suit. Don't none of them post their reunion pics?
No, they probably be ashamed, child. Let me see if I could zoom in.
Come on now. How ain't nobody got no reunion pictures on their Instagram?
Melanie's the only one that really advertised her stuff. Melanie and Stormy.
Yeah.
It's just like, how the hell y'all don't capitalize off of being on the show?
Because
see the pictures, they don't capitalize off of it.
Oh, wait, I gotta tell.
Okay, I got him. Oh, I lost it. Well, I wish I would have known.
I know. I just thought about the game.
Oh my God, I could have definitely.
Now we know. We can do it for the Whitlows.
Let's do fashion.
But I mean, we could talk about it. So Martell suit, pass or go?
His suits don't never be fitting.
That's
what be getting me. Them shits be so tight. I'll be like, bruh, I see your heartbeat.
They fit.
The fact that we could see he ain't got no curve or no wraparound from his suits.
He probably tucks. He probably tucks. As tight as those pants are, he can tuck it in there.
Well, with a curve and a wraparound, it damn near tucks itself.
I mean, it looked like it's going in that direction. It's going to wrap up.
You just tuck it on in.
I'm going to give Martell a go because the one thing about Martell, he could wear the fuck out of some colors. All right.
Yes,
now, when it came to that Foxy war, that was a pass for me. But, but when
okay, sorry to cut you off, but you from NYC, them damn North Faces with the fur, it looked like he had unzipped the fur off a North Face.
Put it on and clipped it.
And put it on the damn suit. That's what it looks like.
No, I'm telling you, when it comes down to I will say it definitely Martell's color schemes, I will always give him that he could wear the hell out of a suit. And if he capitalized himself better, maybe he could have then got to deal with the Brooks Brothers or something like that a little bit, because he is a chocolate man. He can wear any color. And he does wear the suit well. I will say it was a go for me because the color scheme was scheming for me. At least he didn't wear a black suit. He tried. It's a go. It's a go. So I think that was everybody.
Oh, more so.
Oh, black suit. I mean, he just wore a black suit.
No tie, no nothing. He always looking like, I don't know, he on his way to black or something.
Yeah, the only business that's complete. Everything else is still in rubbles and in progress. I don't understand that, but I don't know. But I will say I cannot wait for the part two.
So will we, before we head out, because it's approaching 2 hours, will we meet up and do a part two?
We can. I don't mind that.
Next week?
I don't mind that. Yeah, we can. We could be Sunday again. This is definitely fun. I had a good time, and I
I did
feel
too.
like part 2 will be like then we get more of Kiki, and if she does that and did,
Yes,
I'm gonna
yes.
be like maybe she deserves to stay because
Right.
I'm praying that response was not just cut up and it is too. And she cheated on her husband too and did.
Right, ain't no secret, and you ain't gonna read me.
And did. And yeah, you ain't gonna spray me with my own. I did it. We fine. We worked through it. Next.
Oh, thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, this was fun. So next Sunday, we'll be back with the reunion part 2. I don't know why they broke it up in 3 parts. Like you could have did this in 2 parts and called it a day.
Because Carlos want to break the Guinness Book of World Records for the longest reality show because he thinks this is Days of Our Lives in General Hospital. He thinks that this is General Hospital and all of this shit. Oh, somebody said we forgot about Kiki's outfit. But that's what Carlos thinks. We forgot about Kiki's outfit.
She was just showing titties.
I would say that's a pass. It was just giving like skater.
Yeah, it was just I didn't like her hair. With the
I
outfit.
didn't mind the hair. I just felt like the outfit was black and silver, right? And it's like
it was basic. It was just pretty much really basic.
He wants to get up close to Love and Marriage DC. About time he brought that back. What happened to them? Love and Marriage DC.
Oh, it's supposed to be starting next month or this month.
But what happened? What took so damn long?
I don't know. It's too much of a gap in between. I say break up Love, Marriage in Huntsville and add DC.
You could have had them going. And then does anybody watch Detroit? Because I don't see shit.
No,
I don't know. Nobody mentioning Detroit. I'm in several groups. You know that. I don't see no one talking about Detroit. I never seen nobody talk about Detroit. Never seen no one talk about Detroit.
So I think Love, Marriage in Huntsville, DC, they said it starts January 27th.
I didn't mind that one.
I don't even remember what happened last season.
I don't remember what Big Jamie. So she says she watches Detroit. So maybe I gotta check out your channel.
Detroit. She reviews it on you. Well, I might check out your reviews instead.
I'm gonna have to check out the reviews because I'm dang sure not watching it. If it's episode,
I'm not watching the show, but I will watch your reviews.
If Carlos is gonna keep pulling this shit, he about to lose a customer because it ain't gonna keep being no 800 episode 824.
Yeah. I'll do Detroit. Detroit is even worse than Love, Marriage, and Huntsville.
And I'm not dealing with 800 episodes of this. Like I'm dealing with Huntsville because I am invested in the core 6. And like I don't mind DC because I feel like I don't mind DC. It wasn't that terrible.
But the thing about it is I won't watch a show, but I still will check out people's reviews of the show.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch it.
I'll watch a review, but baby,
when it comes to Carlos King show, I need to now ask myself, can I take on this mental abuse? Because you'll be in it. When we watching these shows, it's like, all right, it's another man. It's another. Oh my God. Is there any love? The only person that loves his wife is on DC. What's the little DJ Fun Size? What's his name?
Yes, the DJ Fun Size.
He's the only one that loves his dang wife. He the only one. Anything she say, go. He be like, yeah, right, she's right. And
right. But his wife is a child. Don't get me started. But anyway,
we could do DC. I could do
DC. Detroit.
We're going to check out her reviews on Detroit.
Yes, I could check out your reviews on Detroit. Scholarly, but I won't watch the show.
But we can definitely do.
I could watch DC.
We could do DC. All right. Well, next week we will be here.
Next week we will be here Sunday.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Put the bell button on for more notifications. Check out Denver's.
Yes. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Make sure you follow the channel. Make sure you also follow me at kickingitwithkenya.com. I think we lost Shay, but thank you all for all the comments in the chat. This was very fun. It's been a long time since we've done this. You're back.
I
was
know.
holding
I
down
don't
the
know
fort.
what the hell happened.
I was holding down the fort.
Good. Thank you. I don't know what happened. But okay. And tell the people where they can find you, what you're doing, what's going on.
Yes. Once again, find me on kickingitwithkenya.com. Not.com. Kicking It With Kenya. I think the name should be in the picture. Kicking It With _Kenya on IG, on Twitter, on TikTok, on Facebook. And me and Shay work together also on another podcast, Mama's Cooking Podcast. Please make sure you check out the podcast. And make sure you check out the podcast. And then also make sure you follow me on Instagram. I'm about to get my reels up, y'all. We're going to have a good time.
Right.
Yes. So yes, until next time.
Okay, don't forget you can find me here on YouTube. You can find me on Instagram, Shayla Said, Facebook, official Shayla Said, Instagram, all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we will see y'all live next Sunday. I'll probably drop other videos this week, but it will not be live. But we will be live here next Sunday.
Yes, and let's tune in for episode 932 of our Marriage Huntsville.
That's a fact.
It's a fact.
That is a fact. All right.
I'll see you, girl.
Bye.
Bye.